Welcome to 82 Toothpicks, a podcast from the Heisinger Law Firm. I'm Thad, and I'm joined by Ethan and Joselyn as we break down our favorite movies and uncover the estate planning gems hidden within them. From comedies and dramas to family sagas, we're talking about the films we love and the legacy lessons they teach. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's talk about the movie. Do you guys remember the first time you ever went to a circus?
Never.
Yes.
You've never been to a circus?
I grew up in the circus, you guys.
You grew up in the circus?
That's basically my life. Sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Dad.
What
I
was
actually
your
have
role?
never been to a circus.
I
Never been to
have
a
that
circus.
question later coming up.
Oh, okay. You've never been to a circus?
Nope.
Okay.
I feel like you have to go when you're a kid, otherwise it's just not as
Lame.
magical. Yeah.
So I've been to
Probably.
Cirque du Soleil, which is
It's close enough.
Not a
circ.
circus.
it's a cirque.
Okay.
It's French.
Hmm.
Lots of acrobats and gymnastics and things.
That's
They're
kind
usually
of.
naked.
What?
No.
Wow.
The one I went to was.
That's not the one I
What
went
kind of
to.
one did you
Whoa.
go
No, I
to?
didn't go to like.
You
She
talking
went
the one
to
at the?
Cirque du Soleil.
You're talking about the one in Vegas, right?
I've been to three
Yeah.
of them in Vegas
Okay.
and
I went to like a zombie one.
maybe four in Vegas.
What?
I did
What?
the
Where are you all going to these?
did the Beatles,
Not uptown Orange City.
Cirque du Soleil.
Okay.
All the Dutch
We
people.
did
In their costumes. It's like,
we just randomly got tickets to one. It was not one of the mainstream ones in
Mhm.
Vegas. I don't even remember which one it was. And then there was a third one that was water. And so
Oh.
the acrobats would dive into the water
hmm
and so they were doing trapeze tricks, but then they would
Mhm.
also dive into the water and they had to be able to swim and they would come shooting up out of the water and the floor there were all these levels that would come up out of the water and it was the craziest thing
crazy.
I've ever seen. It was absolutely incredible.
Wait, how deep was the pool then? Were they doing like high dives?
Oh yeah. Like from the trapezes all the way up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was wild. And then they would do tricks, like they would do gymnastics and strength things and stuff on the platforms that had just come up out of the water. So they're wet and the acrobats are wet.
You could
And,
fall and
like,
die.
And they would just do it. And it was like they were never.
Circuses are full of the unexpected. Today we're joined by the unexpected. Amber, welcome to 82 Toothpicks. It's your first time
Hi.
on the podcast.
Thanks. Yeah.
have you
I'm
ever
hyped.
listened to our podcast?
Oh, yes.
All of the episodes?
No. A
Well,
couple.
you're officially uninvited.
No, please.
There's a mute button.
No.
Hit it, Fergie. No.
So we're talking about circuses today because you picked this week's movie.
Yes.
What movie did you pick?
I picked The Greatest Showman
Perfect. Why?
because that's my comfort movie. It's not like my favorite movie because I feel like I don't have a favorite movie, but it's like my go-to if I just need something that I'm like, I know exactly how this is going to go. Like I'm sad, I've had a hard week, or I just got my wisdom teeth out. Those are some of the examples of when I've watched it.
for all the times that has happened.
As you will.
Yeah. So, okay. So the movie came out in 2017. Ballpark, how many times have you seen the film?
Oh goodness. A lot. When it first came out, my family, we were doing Netflix through the mail. So they would send you one CD at a time in the mail. And
They're called DVDs.
oh my gosh. Did I really say CD? Okay.
How old were you in 2017?
I don't know. I was born in 2002.
You were 15.
So you were a sophomore.
I was 15. Okay. So anyway, it
I
would
was
come in the
working
mail.
2 legal jobs in
You had 9
2017.
kids by then.
It came in the mail. Okay. And I was so hyped. I was begging my parents because we all had to agree on the movie that was sent in the mail, me and my brothers. And I was begging for this movie. And finally I got it. And I think we had like a week before we had to send it back. And I watched it every day for a week. And then I think I asked mom and dad to renew it. So then I watched it every day for a little longer, at least once a day. And so I really loved it. And then when we sent it back, I was heartbroken. And so then we have the actual movie, not from Netflix.
The
Yeah.
DVD.
We own it.
Blue.
The DVD, not the CD.
Do you have it?
We own the CD too. We own both of them.
Do you have it on Laserdisc?
What's a laser disc?
I don't know.
Like an 8-track?
It's okay. I'm older than all of you. It's kind of like an 8-track, except not at all, and it's for movies.
Yeah. So, Jocelyn and Ethan, this is the first time you had seen this movie, though,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had seen parts of it. Like
Mhm.
so
Sure.
like my daughter was on a Greatest Showman kick for a while, so she watched it a lot. But
Sure.
never the whole thing all at once, and definitely never the whole thing. I haven't seen all the parts.
It's my first time watching too. I was surprised
Oh.
that I knew a lot of the music already though.
Mhm.
Did
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
kind of get that?
Here we are again watching a movie that I sing along to. Like,
But
You
you've never
haven't
seen
seen
the
the
whole
movie.
I hadn't seen
Yeah.
the movie.
Interesting. So this is actually the third musical we've done, right?
Yeah.
What was the first one?
Can
Lion
you
King?
name fourth musical we've done? I forgot about that.
Lion
Yeah,
King,
Lion King
Wizard
is
of Oz?
technically a
Wizard of Oz
musical.
not a musical, is it?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say those are both
Yeah, they
musicals.
sing.
What's the other one?
Coyote Ugly.
I'm not sure.
There's like 5
Call
scenes
it.
where they sing in that movie.
yeah.
But
Maybe
is it like they
six.
sing a whole song?
I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
I guess arguably you could call it a jukebox musical. if
Sure.
Mm.
Jukebox
That's exactly what I thought
Were you?
too. 100% standing in the rain. Sorry.
It's
Okay.
a great song, actually.
So fourth musical. On your first watch, I mean, clearly you love it, right? But what'd you guys think of it? Just initial thoughts.
You can be
first.
honest. It's okay.
It
Sure.
sucked. It was so stupid.
Okay, then leave.
Whoa. I didn't
Jocelyn.
Okay, then leave.
Jocelyn aggressive out of the gate.
No,
Yeah.
I really, really liked it. And that's not my type of movie. My type of movie is Coyote Ugly. And I was like, here we go. This is going to suck. But I didn't know like Zac Efron was in it. And
Zendaya.
yeah. And I was like, okay, like the music was really good. Who's the redheaded chick that was singing?
Jenny Lind.
Yes.
That's the character's name.
yes.
Yeah.
Like that part, I was like,
Did you know she actually didn't sing that song?
why do you
The-
ruin my life?
Sorry. Sorry.
Who actually sang it?
A different lady sang it, and then the redhead lady played that character on the movie. So she's not the one singing that song.
Yeah, they dubbed it.
You couldn't like it looked so real.
I know.
So while they filmed it, I looked this up. They filmed her singing, but they
Oh.
changed the voice, so they subbed it out.
I
So
wanna
it
know
looks
what
like
it
she's
sounds like.
singing because she is singing.
It was
It's
just
just not what you
incredible.
hear.
that, yeah. Whoever sang that song, not the redhead lady.
I
but
was like,
she's amazing. Yeah.
wow. Like I rewinded it. Rewound?
That one.
Rewind?
Rewind.
On your laser disc.
On your
Yes.
CD.
I'm glad you're so kind about
I
that.
never get those right.
Be kind. Rewind. Oh,
Thanks,
I miss
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
Good times.
Sorry, there was this store where you could like rent movies.
Mhm,
but
I
you-
know what Blockbuster
Okay,
is. Yeah.
just making sure.
Just from seeing it on
Yep.
the
I'm
internet.
not
though.
like 3 years old, people.
She's 23. Are you even 20?
She saw
23.
Captain Marvel.
Are you even 23?
Yeah, I just turned 23.
My gosh.
Yeah, we're old.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Amber is closer in age to my
Children.
oldest son than she is to me.
That's crazy.
How old are you? 41? 2? Math.
answer
Is that
to
9?
life, the
oh
universe,
my
and
God,
everything.
that's like 20 years.
Whoa.
I feel like this happens every day in the office. We like take
Yeah.
a second to realize how young I am, and
And,
everyone's
well,
like, "I'm so old."
So
We
it-
gotta do
it
that
really
TikTok
is
that's
how
like-
old am I?
Yes.
That's really what it is.
Mhm.
We got to
it's
do
not
that
you.
TikTok that's like, for me, I'm 56. And you're like, "Duh." I mean, sorry. We have to make that.
Your year starts with 19.
I was,
I
that's
was born in the 1900s.
we went to the bars the other day for my sister's bachelorette party, and he's like, ID. And I was like, you're kidding, right? And he's like, ID. And I was like, I
Maybe
was
that's
born.
a compliment though, because then you look so young that you have to be.
I
ID.
didn't. I did not.
Not know
I
it's
looked like
anybody
I-
under 60.
I literally was like, my birth year is 19 something. He's like, all right, go ahead. And I was like, see ya.
Just
Thanks.
march
Later,
right in.
dude.
I'll take a water instead of the shot. I'm too old for that. Anyway,
Same.
back to the movie.
Circuses.
was shot. There's a scene where Zac Efron and
Sorry.
the guy who plays Barnum, whatever, Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine.
Yeah, we'll just call him
Huge-
Wolverine.
huge
Hugh Jackman. They sing the song and they are taking shots throughout the song. Do you
Yeah.
know the song I'm talking
Yeah.
about? They
So
take
many.
15 shots apiece during that
Ah.
You
song.
would count
But
it.
did you watch?
Huh.
Barnum pours less alcohol in his shot glass.
I didn't notice that. That's interesting.
And Zac Efron took one more than Barnum
Uh-huh.
did.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tristan and I were watching that. I was like, they would both fall over. They wouldn't
Well,
finish.
you-
They wouldn't
you-
finish their singing and dancing
Their
on
choreographed
stools.
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they were ripping
There's
shots.
no
I mean, if you were
way.
just ripping shots quick, you probably could.
Oh, yeah,
but
you
if
could.
you like,
But then 10 minutes later, you'd be like,
you would throw up. And
That's
die.
why they
Oh,
don't
no.
show
Try
you.
it, Thad, with
I
your Girl
should.
Scouts.
Yeah.
try
No.
it with the. Oh,
Let's make
boy.
that Girl Scouts and then make him dance on the bar.
Oh, stop.
Why?
That's from
Fans are
Coyote
waiting.
Ugly.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Your fans are waiting for you to dance on the bar. So what movie did we actually watch?
So we watched Greatest Showman. Since it was your movie, Amber, can you give us a rundown of what this movie is about?
Yeah, okay. It's about P.T. Barnum, who,
Okay.
from my understanding, created one of the first like circuses, if not the first.
Sure.
And basically the whole theme of the movie is he's like always chasing after something that's just out of reach because what he has is never enough, which was the song that you really liked with the redhead.
Yes, yeah.
So it starts with him at little, and then he grows up, he gets married to his like childhood sweetheart, and then they start off really poor, and through some finagling and lying, he gets a museum which has all like wax figures in it.
He gets fired from his job with the
Yeah.
shipping company because their whole fleet sank. And so he
That's a bummer.
steals the deed, like the title to all the ships, which are now at the bottom of the South China Sea. And he uses that to borrow $10,000 from the bank because he's got his fleet of ships that he can borrow against.
Yeah, and no one fact checks it, so it's like,
They're deep in the South China Sea. That's the line. Oh, man. That made me laugh.
yeah, that was funny.
Missed it.
The guy at the bank, do you guys think he looks like a monkey? Because every time I see him, I think he looks like a monkey. I don't know if anyone
I
else
don't
had that
remember the
thought.
guy from. Her dad was ugly.
Her
Her dad gave me the ick.
Well, yeah.
He's supposed
He's
to.
not a good
Charity's,
guy.
Charity's dad?
Yeah. He just had like a. You know those like claymation face. Okay, no,
Whoa.
you've never seen Miss Doubtfire.
Yes,
Like-
I have.
Okay, you know the part where the kids are watching
Multiple
TV.
times.
Yeah.
The
Okay, good.
indignance.
Where they're watching or they're watching the clay guy in the living room the first day Mrs. Doubtfire's there,
Uh-huh.
and they're like messing with the guy's face on the clay on the TV, and they're like move his nose. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what his face reminded me of.
Like you
Like
could
a
just
clay face.
move it.
Yes.
Ugh,
Yes. And
that's no fun.
no.
I don't like that.
No.
And I'm gonna never look at him the same
You're
way.
gonna see that. You're gonna see that
No,
part where
he's-
they go like,
Yuck.
yeah, yuck.
All right. So he bought a museum,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a museum of what?
Wax figures.
Curiosities.
Curiosities. Yeah. And then his daughters are like, you're not making enough money off this because you need something alive in there. He's like, okay. So then he searches the city for all these like misfit people and people have been outcast and
Just
are
people from Pipestone.
different.
Yep.
People
Should've
from
gone there.
Minnesota.
Just saying.
That's what
Sorry,
Dad was
Minnesota
trying to
friends.
say.
Minnesota,
We
Minnesota.
love Minnesota people. Hi, Mom. Hi,
I
Dad.
know. Yep. That's your one shout out. Don't do it again.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm kidding.
They're Minnesota people.
I know. I'm kidding.
Anyway, he gets all those people, and the town doesn't like it because they were outcast for a reason, and no one's really accepting them except people within the circus community. So then there's some, I don't know, trouble in that situation.
Protests.
Protests.
I love when he's like, "How much do you weigh?" No, you just whisper it. 750 pounds.
750.
I thought it was so funny.
Yeah, that was good. So he's also kind of lying because he like exaggerates like the bigger
Mhm.
guy's weight, and he makes the tall guy taller.
Yep.
And
I love
Because
the
the big guy
scene.
has to stuff his shirt,
Yeah.
the
right?
pillow.
Mm-hmm.
I love the scene at the end when they're dancing in the bar, and the tall guy gets on the bar
And just pounds on
and
the
is
ceiling.
pounding on the ceiling instead of pounding on the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. I'm not that tall, so I will never know what that's like.
Same dude.
Same.
Hey, if you could be, which character did you feel like you related to the most of the circus characters? Or which one do you
Good
wish you could
question.
be?
The bearded lady.
That
She's
was
so
mine.
cool.
If
She
I
is
could
cool.
grow a beard, I would just. It's all I've ever wanted.
Oh, poor Thad.
Okay, the one scene when they're singing about like they are who they are, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and they're back in their thing, and she has that purple dress on.
Oh yeah.
How did those stay in there?
Trista asked the
The
same
whole
thing.
time I was like,
Yeah.
She's like the real curiosity.
yes. Like, how are they? I mean, they were
Get
moving.
that woman a bigger dress.
I really like.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm changing the subject. I really like the
dog boy?
the trapeze artists, like the acrobats.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I think it'd
I
be
have
so cool.
always wished that I had the ability,
Mm-hmm.
and I just am not physically built that way, so I can't do that. But that I have always, like flight and the feeling
be
of that
so
would be
cool.
so
So
cool.
scary though.
Yeah.
So there was a scene where Zac Efron and Zendaya were doing their whole duet. You know,
I
with the rope.
loved that
Yeah,
part.
the rope with the weights and everything.
And there's a part where she is on the rope and he grabs it with one hand. I'm doing a visual demonstration here for a podcast, but so with the ninja background, we had to do stuff like that. And there's no way he could have supported himself and her with one hand on a rope. And
Really?
There's no way. I was mad during that scene. I know it misses the entire point, but I saw that and I'm like, this is the most unbelievable part of this whole movie.
Okay.
He just grabbed the rope, right? He didn't
One
loop it
hand
around
has
his wrist
her,
at all.
Not
like when they're
involved.
He
swinging
just grabbed
around.
Nope. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you see that stuff like in Cirque du Soleil, they do that kind of thing all the time, but they're looped around.
Yes.
The rope is looped around their arm, and so it's not just I'm just holding it. It's
Oh yeah, it
actually-
wasn't even looped, right? He's just
Yeah,
like
he just grabs it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is the dwarf
Whoa,
Fake?
whoa,
what
whoa,
other-
whoa.
is dwarf the
Little
wrong
people,
word?
I think is
Little people is the little man fake?
I don't think so.
Watch like the scene with the horse, like that was all fake.
Okay.
Like if you just watch, but then like what part? I think it was when they were singing the like "We Are Who We Are," whatever song that was. When he's walking with the bearded lady, like he looks fake. Like look at his like legs and like his like he's not real.
Can we fact check this? I don't know.
Yes,
In my heart, I just want to believe all of it's real.
I know, but I was like, he's like stepping weird, like it looked like animated.
Okay.
You know,
Ethan's working on it.
what was the character? Sam Humphrey.
Napoleon.
Dynamite.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
love.
He is absolutely 4'2".
But look at this scene.
Oh, I understand. I know what you're talking about. I'm saying
4'2".
he is.
Okay,
he's,
but do you think they made him smaller?
Like
Because
a
in the
movie?
movie, he's like up to her
the
knee.
first? So I Googled it. I looked at the cast. I clicked on him, and when you scroll down, it says people also ask. Google gives you that. The
Yeah.
first thing people also ask: did they make Sam Humphrey shorter in The Greatest Showman? Yes.
Oh.
Had his height digitally altered to match the actual height of Charles Stratton, the historical figure he portrayed.
Okay,
Wow.
Well, now I'm bummed.
I'm sorry.
Can you imagine being 4'2" and going to this audition and they're like, yeah, you're not short enough. We're going to have to digitally alter your height.
What is
He's probably like, man, I hate being too tall for your roles.
that's never happened to me.
He still got the role though.
Yeah.
He was
He
good.
said,
I
we'll
liked
work
it.
with your 4'2"ness.
His voice was so jarring because he's so short.
Mhm.
And he had a lower voice than mine.
Oh yeah.
When he yelled the thing at the Queen.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, yeah. Love that
It's
scene.
a good scene.
That was fun. The first time I watched it, I was so stressed. I'm like, they're all gonna die, and they didn't.
Okay, so
And they didn't.
we talked about characters we wish we could be.
Mhm.
Who's your favorite character?
Charity
Zac Efron.
Barnum.
Charity Barnum?
Mhm.
Nice. Good answer.
I love her.
How about Joselyn?
Zac Efron.
Why?
Because it's Zac Efron. I like that he had everything and could have had everything.
Mhm.
Like he was rich. He said that like at the end when it burned down, like I give up everything to be here, and this is what it caused, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And I thought that was like I liked that, but I really liked, I liked the bearded lady because I felt like she was the first one that he found, and she was like the leader of
She kind
them.
of
Kind
Yeah.
was the
Yep.
the leader.
Yeah. But also the albino lady's hair was phenomenal.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, she
I
was
was like,
awesome.
I want white, long, curly hair.
She's a really good dancer too. Like every
Yeah.
time they're dancing, I'm just watching her.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Thad?
I'm actually going to go with the theater critic. I liked his role the whole time.
Yeah.
He
The
gave
foil
these-
to
yeah.
Barnum. Yeah.
The analysis was this isn't theater, and they have this whole like debate through the whole thing, like who is right in this weird ethic of this isn't theater, but it is entertainment, but we don't know how to categorize it because nobody's ever done this before.
Yeah. And
Right.
he's very direct about the fact that it's all fake.
Mhm.
And Phineas
Mhm.
says
Phineas.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like who
I saw
cares?
smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be real. And I thought that's an interesting thing.
What about you?
Honestly, I like his kids.
They're so
the
sweet.
little girls in the movie, they were fantastic.
The girl who plays the tree at the end.
Yeah.
I
Yes, that
love
was so
her,
cute.
her little tree, and she waves the little branch.
How about least favorite characters?
Jenny,
Oh,
the redheaded. I said that to Mike this morning. I was like, "What? Her name's like Jenny's like that's Forrest Gump," and I was like, "Okay."
I mean, yeah.
Jenny.
Janae.
I just didn't.
Oh, I didn't.
I
Right.
loved her singing. I thought it was like I rewound it to watch it again because it was so amazing. But then when they go on tour
Sorry.
and she like makes him pass on him, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I-
You know he's married with kids. Like, what are you doing?
I literally yelled at the screen. He's married.
I do that every
you
time.
Slut.
Oh, I don't say
oh,
that.
Jocelyn can't say you can say slut. No, Amber's like, I don't use that.
I don't even know what word that is. I don't know.
What does that mean?
They don't use that after if you're born after 2000. They don't even know what that means.
My least favorite character
Girl.
was Zac Efron's parents.
Yes, they sucked.
They're not.
What's
There's
it, Carlisle's parents?
yes.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Poor Zac Efron's parents. Like, what did we do?
In real life, I don't know them. Yeah, his parents in the movie.
That
because
part?
they
Yeah.
and also I may be like a little bit judgmental because the movie never gave them a chance to like see something positive from them, but every scene they were in was negative. So I have
That's
nothing else
fair.
to go off of besides what the movie was showing me, which was all negative.
Yeah.
And very judgmental.
They represented the society he left behind and
Yeah.
the rejection from that society, right? And that's there's kind of an underlying theme of that through the whole movie as it is, right? Because Barnum, his whole shtick is all these people who are not part of that upper crust, but the people who come to watch, some of them are upper crust people in the audience cheering like crazy, and there's like this hypocrisy that's part of the storytelling there.
That's why I liked Zac Efron so much because he came
Because
from that.
he was authentic.
Yeah, and he was like, how dare you talk to her like that? And what did the mom say? Like,
Yeah, but he wasn't initially.
I don't remember.
I said you forget your place.
Oh, yes.
You forget
Yeah,
where you
but
come from.
but the first time he sees his parents,
He just drops her hand.
he lets go of her hand,
that
yeah.
made me cry.
and
I was
she
like,
walked
Just 'cause
away.
I was like, that's
It's so mean.
yes, it was. Well, and I mean, that was during the song that I was literally like, whoa.
There's too much happening.
Honestly, and he looked like he had like tears in his eyes, and everybody
Yeah,
was like,
because he knows
just-
he's a bully.
yes, and everybody was just emotional.
Feeling the
And then
feels.
and I was like, oh,
Literally-
And she looks at him like, you
you
like,
suck.
yes, like you are a.
When we first got that movie and I first saw that scene, I would turn that into a lesson for my brothers each time. And like 15-year-old me, who's never had a boyfriend, is like, never do that to a girl. And I'm
Oh
telling
my-
my little brothers to
Imagine
do
that dairy farm in Minnesota little girl.
I was like,
There's a
never do that to your girlfriend.
Who's your least favorite, Thad?
PT.
I do not like him
Yeah.
in this movie.
Okay, so-
Explain.
He's a very interesting character, and he makes the right choice a lot of the time. But
He makes
He's
big
kinda greedy.
wrong choices, though.
I just felt like it was like a series of selfish ambition decisions, right? So like he starts the movie and yeah, his dad died, but stops stealing from people, right? And you
Well,
see
he
these
kind of
like,
had to
needs to
live.
eat.
okay, well, then he recruits all these people to make money off of them, and then shuts them out of the party when he finally
Yes.
makes
Yeah.
it. So I was like, they
Yeah.
got you there,
jerk.
right?
And that's why I liked the bearded lady because she was like, actually, no.
Let me
Right.
march into this party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and
Then he puts his house up as collateral without telling his wife.
Yeah.
And then he abandons his family for a 40-show tour across the country.
41st, actually.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So it's just like you want to root for him because he's a charming character, but every other decision is
he's
like,
such
this
a
is the
jerk.
wrong decision,
He's
man.
such a jerk.
Yep.
I get that
Yeah.
Yeah. No, mine was Jenny Lynn.
because she's a slut.
Yes.
We
Yeah,
are not
I was-
slut shaming.
Sounds like that's exactly what
no,
you're doing.
because she knew he was married and he was away from his wife and his kids, and she was like,
She's
she made
not married, right? Like, no one
she was an orphan, and like she tells her story, but she's like a loner basically.
Right. Okay.
and she makes a
double
pass on him, and when he shuts her down,
She
she's
takes
like,
it
I quit.
personally.
She sabotages
I quit.
him.
Like what the?
Yeah.
What did you think? Like
Lady.
this isn't 2008. Like we don't do that back then.
Okay, so you have a European, right? She's Swiss, right?
Mhm.
Swedish, Swiss.
Swiss.
Okay. Who is
Swiss Nightingale.
pursued
Yeah,
by
oh,
this
yes.
guy, right? As a single woman who takes her on tour away from his wife and kids. What's she supposed to think?
Hey, Jocelyn,
What?
what do you think when we go to Atlanta to go to the Crisp Summit?
Oh, I made a pass at you once and you shut me down because you have wife and
Yeah.
kids at home. What the
That,
no.
that doesn't happen.
No.
Quickly
Come on,
clarify
Thad.
that.
No.
1830? 1830
very-
Swiss people.
It was very forward of a woman to make a move.
But also, like, to play devil's advocate, he was never like back off. Like he was kind of feeding into it as well. Like he was never like, like they rode
And
the
the-
carriage together. They had like
the way he looked at her
every
when she
performance
was
together.
singing
Yeah,
that first song, because it showed.
practically drooling.
Yes, it cuts
Yep.
to his wife and she like looks at
She
him and
can
is like,
see him.
She's like, oh no,
Yeah,
that's
she's
why
uneasy.
I love
Yeah.
her.
So that's the part where you really don't like him either,
Mhm.
right?
he's
Because
kind of a
because
dirtbag.
but there are 2-3 times maybe in the movie where there's a performance that happens and the song ends or the scene ends and it's the applause and everything goes silent.
Yeah.
And it focuses on him.
Mhm.
And that's the mechanism there is showing you he is doing this for the accolade, for the
Mhm.
applause. He is fed
Mhm.
by that. And so the adrenaline of the successful performance is his addiction. And then when she has that same result, he's living that vicariously through her. And so that's his addiction. And then it happens
Mhm.
again later or I think it's actually before when the whole troupe has that first performance
Mhm.
and the crowd goes crazy and it zooms in on him and it's silent.
Mm-hmm.
It's the adrenaline of the performance concluding the applause and the accolades. And so he's addicted to that, but she takes that and says he wants me.
I mean, he's pretty clear about it, though. Like, he has this circus of people, and he says, I want to evolve my show. I'm going to hire Zac Efron to make this more highbrow. I'm going to hire the best performer in the world. I'm going to go on tour with just her, and everybody else is going to stay back home, right? Like, all the signs are there. Like, what person wouldn't take that as, I'm now the focus, not the adrenaline?
Maybe.
Whoa.
I still think
Like,
she's just a terrible, terrible person.
I think she was, I don't know.
I think she's a leech. I think she went on the tour. She agreed to go with him. She agreed to be part of his whatever, his shtick that he was trying to make happen because that was her meal ticket. And she wanted to attach herself to him because he was this, I'm going to use the word fabulous in every way you think of that word.
Okay.
Charismatic
Sure.
person. And she wanted that. And then she like in every way. Right. And they get on this tour and she,
Sorry.
All right, I have a game.
Oh, it also sounds like Happy Gilmore. Did you watch that recently?
Yeah.
Where the guy is in him and the I want to say her name's Victoria, but I have no idea. Veronica? Is that her name?
how many times have you watched that movie in the last 2 weeks?
25.
Yeah, more than me.
A lot.
So
I
you
can't think of her
probably know
name.
better than me.
And so he's walking and he like beats the piss out of that guy. And it's like, mother. And that's what I feel like it really sounds like when I'm talking about it.
Every time he misses a putt.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get to that one.
So you beat the shit
All right,
out of
so-
Barker?
All right, who's ready to play a game?
Me.
I
Let's do it.
designed a game this week, and I have to give credit where it's due. My favorite podcast is called Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me by NPR. Highly recommended. This game is on
I like
that
Crime
game
Junkie,
show.
but that's just me.
I like
This-
morbid.
I do too. It's good. Sorry.
This game is on that show.
Do we need the buzzers?
No, it's round robin.
If we play one more game without the buzzers.
Nobody likes the buzzers.
They look so fun.
Dude, they are.
You can use the buzzer if you want, but I'm still going to ask you one question at a time.
You're so boring.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Boring. Why is that so boring?
Okay, Thad, what are you
Hold
gonna
on
do?
while I mute Jocelyn.
Turn me back on.
What's your game?
So I'm going to ask you a question about circuses, right? So this is actually from circushistory.com. That's a real website about facts about circuses. I'm going to read you 3 statements, and you're going to have to tell me which one is the true statement. Okay?
So this is 2 truths and a lie.
In a way, yeah, but it's more trivia based. It's not like
Okay.
personal.
Right.
So
Imagine the circus is talking to you.
The circus is
All right.
doing 2 truths and a lie.
All right, circus.
Amber,
tell me
as-
2 truths and a lie about yourself.
this is the idea of circus. All right. Amber, as our guest, you will get to go first.
Okay, I'm ready.
Here's your question. First question is about ancient juggling. Juggling has been a circus staple for centuries, but which ancient civilizations were known to practice it? A, the Egyptians, Chinese, and Romans. B, the Martians, Atlanteans, and Lemurians. Or C, the Floridians, Texans, and Californians.
Probably the first one.
First one is correct. That's a point for Amber.
We should have like a bell. Don't do that.
Do you guys know how to juggle?
I do.
No,
I'm
I
a juggler.
tried.
We've talked about that.
You can look.
All right, Jocelyn.
No, we should
Question
have like a
2.
bring, like a thing when
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Do it. Should we?
he's gonna get womp womp.
You got it right. Womp, womp.
All right, question. Okay,
She
you
got it
it
right.
right.
Yay.
All right, Jocelyn. Question 2. Tightrope variety. Tightrope walking is a circus classic. How many distinct variations of tightrope walking are there? 8, 24, or 3?
Oh,
3.
Huh? No, there are actually 8.
Oh God. Thank you. You suck.
They include tight wire, high wire, slack wire, skywalk, slacking, freestyle slacking, fumbling, and the Korean tradition of julatig.
fumbling sounds
what
like
it's
you're
called.
just falling.
Yeah, I made that up for sure.
That's called not type.
It's called tightrope
Ethan,
walking on the floor.
Ethan, this one is the first modern circus. The modern circus, as we know it, kicked off in the 18th century. Who opened the first one in 1768?
Okay.
A. P.T. Barnum.
Hmm.
B. Philip Astley. Or C. Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
That is false. It's Philip Astley.
Somehow, I did not expect the ancestor of Rick Astley to have opened a circus.
Who?
You just got
I too was like, what are you talking
you,
about?
you just got Rickrolled.
Oh, Thad.
You got lit up.
All right. So after round 1, Amber's in the lead. She's the only one who got it right. So way to
It's
go.
her favorite movie.
Okay. Question 4.
Because I've seen it.
Amber, back to you.
And there's nothing to do
Big
with
Top
the movie.
beginnings. The iconic circus tent, or Big Top, changed the game. Who was the first one to use one in 1825?
Barnum.
Purdy Brown, Alexander Graham Bell, or Betsy Ross?
Oh.
It ain't Betsy Ross.
Nope.
Say the first one again.
Purdy Brown.
Purdy. I
I'm-
spelled Purdy.
I'm gonna go with
P-U-R-D-Y. That is true. Purdy Brown.
You're welcome. She didn't even guess.
I was going, I'm going to go with, and you go, that is correct. And I'm like,
You said that's what I'm going to go with.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I was like,
Like, I think I
I
heard
was
you
going to
say,
pick that one, but I was still
I'm
going to
go with
make up
that.
my mind.
That's what I heard you say. That's okay.
All right. Jocelyn.
I'm
Great.
a winner.
Which circus,
I'm
still
knowing
running
it.
today, is the oldest in the world, founded in 1888 in Mexico?
Shrine.
I haven't given you the 3 answers yet.
I need you to shut up.
A. Circo Atade. B. The Ringling Brothers. Or C. Circus McFlurry.
Shrine.
That
Or wait,
sounds like
hold on.
McDonald's.
If the ice cream machine is working.
Right. Oh my gosh.
It is a circus when the ice cream machine is working.
That ain't- Mhm. Ringling?
No, it's Circus Atade.
Okay, that
It's
shut
in
up.
Mazatlan,
I did
Mexico.
it for
I
me
think my
too.
ear is plugged. I can't hear out of my right thing at all.
All right, Ethan, question 6. Clown count. Clowns are a circus hallmark. How many clowns are estimated to be active currently worldwide?
Too many.
A, 20,000.
Amen.
B, exactly 12. Or C, over 1 million.
Exactly.
1 million
12.
clowns.
12 on the nose. See what I did there? Clown on the nose.
Ah,
You got like a.
I'm going
You
with
got a
one.
honker?
I'm going with one. I'm going with 1 million.
No, it's 20,000.
Sorry. This is why I shouldn't do the podcast. 'Cause I just say. No, I should
my
do the podcast.
word.
All right.
Welcome.
She's the comic relief.
Welcome to the podcast.
Now, Amber, based on the math, you already won, but we're still going to go through these last 3 questions anyway, all right?
Okay.
All right, circus
Try again.
superstitions. Somebody say that better than me.
Circus.
Superstitions.
Wow.
Circus
Those are
is
both
anything
bad,
else?
but they was still better than you.
I was like, you didn't get it. All right. Circus performers have quirky superstitions. Which of these is considered good luck? Whistling backstage, eating peanuts backstage, or carrying hair from an elephant's tail?
I'm gonna guess it's the elephant.
You're right again.
What?
Sorry, that's probably so loud.
What?
It's
You
got
sound like
gates.
Lil Jon. Are you yoga?
All right, Jocelyn.
Oh my.
Yes.
This question is labeled animal welfare concerns.
Yeah, that seems like
All
right up my alley.
Circus animals face tough conditions. How much time do they typically spend chained in their cages?
Oh
Oof.
my God.
All right. A, about 96% of the time. B, only 10% of the time. Or C, they're actually never caged.
A.
A is correct.
Aw.
96%
Or
of the time.
maybe A is correct means
Yeah, that's better.
like that's tough.
Wait, can I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
Are they legit chained up or are they just in their pen?
They're probably chained by on their feet.
So they can't even like shuffle around.
Yeah,
sorry,
they
sorry,
can,
the,
but
the, the question is chained or caged.
Oh.
Okay, so they're not chained and caged.
I don't see why you need both.
How big is an elephant's foot?
So large.
Big enough.
So
I don't know.
this is why we have the funny thread on
All right.
Slack.
Ethan, animal transport. Life on the road is hard for circus animals. How long are they typically on the road each year? A, 11 months. B, just under 2 weeks. Or C, every other weekend.
11 months.
11 months is right.
That's crazy. Is it kind of like a carny? Like a carny kid, a circus kid?
I would say no.
Could you imagine being a carny kid?
No.
Kearney isn't that far from here.
Okay.
Shout out to the Nebraska
She's
residents.
like, what?
I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
There's a place in Nebraska called Kearney.
Cool.
That's true.
Okay. That's my game.
Thanks, Dad.
Amber
fun.
won. Beginner's luck.
Invite me back and I'll win again.
She's
I'll win
Sorry.
every time.
She's an ickle firstie.
What?
A what?
What?
Huh?
The what?
Have none of you
That's why we all said what?
read Harry Potter?
No.
Nope. I got through the first 5 books and I quit.
Whoa.
I tried. I didn't even get through the first chapter.
Same.
That doesn't sound like you tried real hard.
I
That's,
picked up the book.
that's called not trying.
Yeah.
That's what that's
It
called.
just doesn't interest me.
Wizardry?
Yeah, I guess. the whole concept of it.
No, same.
I didn't really like Wicked that much. Should I not be saying that?
All right.
People are
Tune
gonna come
in
after
next
us.
week when I have an entirely new cast on this podcast.
Good luck. Hit it, Fergie.
All right. So this is the part of the show where we typically talk about the estate planning themes. Ethan, as our resident expert, what was your read on this movie?
Well, it turned into an estate planning. Wow, an estate planning movie right away, like
Okay,
right at the
what a-
beginning.
Sure.
Right?
Was some sort of triggering event?
Yeah, the obvious one, right? It's somebody died and it changed his life.
Mhm.
That's
That came out of nowhere
that's a
to me.
weird sentence that I just said too. Somebody died and it changed someone else's life. That's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because right, you kind of get introduced to PT as an adult, and then it time jumps, and you go back to him as a kid, and he's with his dad, and they have nothing, and his dad leaves him nothing when his dad randomly dies.
Hmm.
It's a montage,
Mhm.
right? It's kind of the story without a story, essentially, and it leads you to this kid running around on the streets by himself. And that triggering moment of his dad's death changes the entire trajectory of his life, because now he's on his own. He's got to figure it out. Right. He's fighting for food on the street. And who's the person that helps him?
The circus freak.
The railroad.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the
Gives him an apple.
the person who's
Yeah.
got malformities, right?
Mhm.
And
The circus freak.
It's a circus movie.
so
Well, you yelled at me when I said dwarf.
Hey.
Well.
Anyway.
Hey, what happened to the mom?
which mom?
His mom.
I don't think we
Phineas's.
ever saw his mom.
Did it
Yeah.
ever said anything about it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
The rising action is, or the
Mhm.
trigger for the whole movie is his dad dies, and now
Yep.
he's got something to prove. And
Mm.
and right, his wife
Mm.
at the end, towards right in the last half of the movie, is the little girl that he meets when he's going with his dad, who's a tailor.
Mm-hmm.
And like that whole scene where her dad slaps him for
making her laugh.
Yeah. And like so all of that sets up who he becomes. And from there, it's all legacy themes, right?
Mm.
Who am I? What's the mark I'm going to leave on the world? And how do I provide for my family or not? You know, when you put your house up as collateral for a business loan, like what is wrong with you? But he was so dedicated to his own success that it never occurred to him that it wouldn't work.
Am I still muted?
No.
Okay. I don't have anything to say. I was just checking.
There's a unique scene where Charity and PT are arguing in their house. And she says, when is it like enough for you? Like when are you going to slow down? When are you going to stop? When are you going to enjoy what we have? And he says, the reason I'm doing all of this is because my dad had nothing and his dad had nothing. And now I have something and I want my girls to have something. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the legacy was really just about the stuff. Right.
Well,
I think it was lifestyle too.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
That was his justification for everything he was doing.
Sure.
But he proves it throughout the movie that that's not at all what it's about.
No.
Right? Because
if he was family focused, he wouldn't go on that tour with Jenny Lind.
Well, the character development is he passes the reins off to Carlisle so he can be with his family.
And then rides the elephant.
At the very end, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How does he dismount from that elephant? Can we just talk about that?
Very
He's
carefully.
riding that elephant.
How does a freaking elephant just like go
and all of a sudden
walking?
he's on the ground. I was like, brother, how'd you get down from that elephant?
Good girl. Shut up, dude. How'd you get there?
And then he just leaves her parked in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
leaves her parked.
Her life was
And
not
the trunk was open.
You're dumb. You're so dumb. You are really dumb for real.
That was a Thad joke.
That was quick-witted. Good job.
Thank you.
Sometimes I like to ask ChatGPT what it thinks the estate planning themes are in these movies.
Sure.
And it has gotten better.
Okay.
Because I put our transcripts in from these recordings, and it can use that as kind of the backdrop, so it listens to what we've talked about.
Sure.
So ChatGPT this time came up with legacy versus reputation, which is what we were just talking about, right? PT is obsessed with public perception and status, buying a mansion, so on and so forth. The film, so ChatGPT says that this film challenges viewers to consider, are you building a legacy of meaning or just a monument to your ego?
Whoa. That's big.
Thoughts?
I like it.
Wait. What was the first part?
Are you building a legacy or a monument for your
Ego.
Are you asking what I'm currently doing?
No, I'm asking
Okay,
what your thoughts about that with respect to this movie.
Sure.
I think it's fitting.
I think it's interesting that the early in the movie he buys a building with his name on it. Towards the end of the movie, the building burns down. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's.
he put his name on that building.
Well, right.
It wasn't just
Do you think
there.
he just saw that one? He's like, yeah, I'll buy
You know
this.
what? I'll take
Well,
it.
Yeah.
I thought that's what
Look,
you were saying.
it's practically mine
I shopped
already.
around till I
Right.
found a
Right,
building
right.
with my name on it, and I bought that one.
Here's the thing. Manhattan real estate is a terrible investment.
Wait, I can get
All we
land up
need
by
is
the
a
docks
tent.
for almost nothing.
All we need is a 10.
Yeah. So the I guess when it comes to monuments, right? Buildings with your name on it, like they're still just buildings, right? His legacy really starts becoming the tent circus, right? Even though he wasn't the first, like that's what we know him for today, right?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He lets it be temporary. He lets it be. It's not about in that moment. It's less about his physical presence and more about the performance and
And the joy.
the entertainment and the joy. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
ChatGPT also said protecting loved ones from risky behavior. Thad, do we talk about that with clients ever?
Occasionally.
Oh,
Only every
boy.
meeting.
Literally every meeting.
Yeah.
And then it says you could tie this to the value of trust structures for asset protection and planning for business succession or failure, right? So ChatGPT is kind of grasping here, but there is some truth to the idea that PT puts his own satisfaction, his addiction over the security for his family, right? Because he takes his house and mortgages it so he can go on tour with this woman who then makes it appear as if he's having an affair and his wife is leaving him over it. Like how just everything falls apart in one moment, and it's all because he made a stupid choice to not think about anyone but himself. But I don't know that that's truly an estate planning theme. I just found it interesting that ChatGPT came up with something that we talk about.
I get you.
With our clients. And then who's your family? So this, when I asked ChatGPT these questions and it came up with this, I thought, it's like it listened when Thad did a vision meeting and heard our definition of estate planning, which is taking care of yourself while you're alive and well, taking care of your loved ones and when you become incapacitated, and giving what you have to the right people, which is who's your family. And it was weird to me that ChatGPT came up with kind of that direct of a connection out of this movie. I thought that was pretty fascinating.
Yeah, very unique.
Anybody else see anything estate planning wise in here?
I just started working this job 2 weeks ago. Don't look at me.
What do we do here?
So we're glad to have you, Amber.
That was funny. That was good.
So as they're standing in the rubble, Carlisle and PT are talking, and he said, I had the good sense enough to put 10% of my money away the whole time I've been working for you. So now I can buy a portion of this business, support it, launch it, if you'll make me a 50% partner, right? And that whole business arrangement, I don't know if that's estate or not, but he had some money put away so that when he wanted to, he could use it and create a new type of agreement.
Yeah,
right?
definitely a contract and negotiations, consideration, all those things. He planned ahead.
Sure. Also, the trapeze artist is hanging out with Carlisle when he's in the hospital for months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
who was making decisions when he's unconscious because his parents aren't in the picture. He rejected them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Cool.
It's everywhere, man.
It is.
Yeah, man.
Every movie.
I have a rating system I developed where I rank movies on a scale of 0 to 10 based on 3 key factors. It's
10.
Alrighty then. 10. I give it a 10.
Let that explain, and then we'll tell you how Jess used the system.
Sorry.
So I have a rating system I developed where I rank each movie on a scale of 0 to 10 based on 3 key factors: if they made me laugh, if they made me cry, and if they made me think. And I give each movie 0 to 3 points based on each of those 2 or 3 categories. And then I give it a bonus point if I would watch that movie again. So based on that system, we're going to show you how this is done, Amber. You can't just jump right into a score.
10.
Ethan, how would you rate this movie?
I probably, so I don't know. So I'm going to just off the cuff. I'll say I give it a 2 for laugh. I give it a 2 for cry. I give it a 1 for think. And I'd watch it again. 6.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Jocelyn,
what do you think of this one?
I liked it.
Okay.
I would do a 1 for think.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 3 for laugh because when that Zendaya part and Zac Efron, when she comes flying at him and knocks him on the ground, I literally laughed out loud. I did. Like, it was so funny. That's all. Okay, so what am I at? 4?
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? Cry?
Yeah.
A 2.
Okay.
The singing part made me cry.
Yeah.
What is that, 6? And I probably would watch it again.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I gave it a 2 for cry because when the building burns down, he loses everything because of these bigoted people who are trying to chase them out of town because they don't like the way they look or the way they sound or whatever. His wife leaves him and he has this moment of, crisis of conscience essentially, and says, I'm thinking about this all wrong. And he runs off and finds her again. Yeah. So I 2 for cry. I'm not saying that I cried during the movie because I didn't, but there's some really emotionally fraught moments.
Okay. All right. Now that you've seen it done, what do you think?
Okay. So just a minute.
Okay.
When Jess was on the podcast, she joined us for Blended.
Mm-hmm.
Thad gave her the rating system. And she said, I give it a 3 for laugh. And then what is it? 1 to 5? That was like, no. And she still gave it a 5 for like, she just was all in. She loves it. Yeah. It's her movie. So feel free to
rate it how you want
to riff on that system.
Okay.
I hate this.
Now you know how I feel about the calendar. Yeah.
The calendar. Okay. I'm going to start. I would definitely watch it again because I have multiple times. So there's a point there. I would give it. See, this is so hard because like I've seen it so many times that like I don't cry anymore, or like the parts that are funny, like I know they're coming. But like, I would give it a 2 for think, just because I feel like it doesn't make you think like, oh, like Inception, like you have to think the whole movie. But this is like themes that you can think about after the movie's over. Like we just did a whole podcast about it, so I feel like you can get a 2 there. Cry. Did I cry? No. But I think I'm going to give it a 2. There's still 2. And then I don't laugh very much during the movie.
Sure.
Can I do a 2 there as well?
Sure.
Okay.
So
that's
7.
my system.
Cool.
Sure.
How about you?
Great. Yeah, I don't disagree with anything anybody said. Give me a 1 for a laugh. I laughed once or twice. It wasn't a like deadpan comedy or anything. I think cry and think are kind of blended in this movie, like they have been for me in a couple of other movies. So I don't think either category deserved a 2. But I wouldn't give either or both of them a 1. So give me like a combined 3 points on that one. I don't know if I'd watch that movie again though. Just not a big musical guy. So give me a 4 for this one.
All right.
But
do you notice how Thad riffed on his own system?
Yeah.
I've done that before. I can give it 5 out of 3.
No one else can riff on the system.
Only Thad.
Hey.
Now you know
it's my system.
Okay.
Amber,
Fair
thank you for
enough.
joining us for our podcast.
You're so welcome.
Did you have
Come
fun?
back.
I'll come back if you want me to come back.
I don't think so, guys.
Okay. Oh, man.
Got
I'm
it.
kidding.
Let me go
Savage.
home and
Yep.
cry now.
We're happy to have you.
Thanks. It was fun.
We'll
Good.
see you next time, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to 82 Toothpicks. This episode featured your hosts, Ethan, Joselyn, and Thad breaking down the movie. Want more? Check out Ethan's book, It's Not Too Late, for insights on securing your own legacy. Visit us at heisingalaw.com for all things 82 Toothpicks, including past episodes and more. If you enjoyed the show, follow us wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You know the drill. And remember, every movie is an estate planning movie.